What if you were trapped in a time loop? Reliving the same day over and over may not sound like the worst way to spend your time, but it can quickly turn into a nightmare. If you were trapped in a continuing time loop, how would you break out of it? Today, Movie Spotlights will loop you in on your favorite time loop movies, which revisit the same day over and over. Make sure you stay until the very end to see the best of all top time loop movie. Remember to hit the subscribe button and give this video the thumbs up if you like time loop movies. Repeaters is an interesting time loop movie where not just one person, but a group of three youths, Kyle, Sonia, and Mike, all in rehab, are stuck in a time labyrinth.
It's weird.
It's weird. It should be 93, but 92.
Reliving the same horrifying day over and over due to a storm, and in different circumstances they each suffer electric shocks. What would you do if you had endless time? They have crazy fun with it, seeing no consequences to their actions, doing whatever they want, but soon realize in order to exit the time loop, the trio realize they need to make personal amends, resolving their issues to make the day right. Having deja vu all day long when trapped, reliving the same day over and over.
What happened last night?
The movie Before I Fall, where there's a terrible car crash accident where Samantha Kingston untangles the mystery around her death and discovers secrets of the people closest to her, discover how the power of a single day can make the difference in the lives of others before she runs out of time for good. In this hilarious time loop movie, Naked, this little-known Netflix movie sees Rob Anderson, played by Marlon Wayans, set to marry the girl of his dreams, relives the drama as he's pranked with his pants down, involving a hooker on the night before his wedding. But it is not all what it seems, having endless troubles making it to the altar as he wakes up naked in a hotel elevator over and over. He reflects on everyone who does not believe in him.
I already gave you my girl. I'm not giving you my suit. You're gonna give me the damn suit.
And the time loop helps Rob make amends and prove that showing up is just half the battle. The other half is pants. In Art, Robbie Amell stars as Renton, an engineer who steals his own invention back from an employer, which traps him and his ex Hannah, played by Rachel Taylor, in a time loop. Being stuck in a time loop and having to fend off masked raiders over and over as they are trapped in a house whilst harboring an unlimited new energy source that could save humanity. The movie keeps you in suspense as to how Renton will change in his next loop. The story is gripping, keeps you guessing, and is unpredictable. One twist in this time loop movie is that after a certain number of loops, their memories are erased. So, how will they exit the time loop? This movie is full of twists and turns, and the ending will surprise you for sure. This movie, Happy Death Day to You, is a sequel released 2 years later. Tree Gelbman, played by Jessica Roth, relives a different version of the same day repeatedly. As a new killer is on the loose. A little funnier than the first movie, with a switch in genres, keeps things interesting. Although Tree faces the same college dorm room, waking up with a twist, as it is Carter's roommate Ryan who is living in the same paradoxical day over and over again. In an attempt to help Ryan exit the time loop, Tree is sent back to square one and is trapped in a familiar time loop. How many deaths will separate Tree from a truly happy birthday? This movie, Palm Springs, follows a story about two strangers, Niles and Sarah, played by Andy Samberg and Kristen Milotti, who meet at a Palm Springs wedding and get stuck in a time loop. Niles discovers his girlfriend Misty is cheating on him, and he proceeds to have sex with Sarah in the desert, but gets shot by a mysterious man. Wounded, he crawls towards a mysterious light in a cave, and Sarah follows, and they get sucked into a vortex in the cave. After repeating the day countless times, they embrace the idea that nothing matters and wreak havoc on the wedding celebration as things get complicated. Unable to escape the venue themselves and each other. in boss level, stuck in a time loop and doomed to repeat the same day over and over. On this day of his murder, former Special Forces agent Roy Pulver, played by Frank Grillo, is being hunted by dozens of deadly assassins. Whilst he struggles to find a way out of his strange predicament. In a race against the clock, Roy uncovers clues about a secret, sinister government project that could unlock the mystery behind his untimely death. And he finds out that he needs to hunt down Colonel Ventor, played by Mel Gibson, the powerful head of the government program, all while outrunning skilled, ruthless assassins who are determined to keep him from the truth. Prevent him from breaking out of the time loop and save his family and live once again for tomorrow. In Happy Death Day, Jessica Rothe stars as Tree Gelman, a college student who is murdered on her birthday by a masked madman. But after she is killed, she wakes up in a college dorm room with a serious hangover of a guy whose name she can't recall, unharmed. She relives the day of her murder again and again, dying in different ways each time, in a loop with twisted deja vus of reality that keep repeating until her brutal murder. With every resurrection, she gets closer to discovering her killer's identity, but she has to find out before it's too late. This movie does bring a fresh spin to the usual slasher-type movies, and Tree and Carter Davis, played by Israel Broussard, have great chemistry, and the movie keeps you guessing who the killer is. The film Source Code is in a completely different genre to the prior film, being a sci-fi action thriller. We see Jake Gyllenhaal as a US Army captain, Colter Stevens.
My name is Captain Colter Stevens,
who is sent into a computer reality to identify a bomber in 8 minutes before the train explodes, killing everyone aboard. The time to find the bomber sounds short, but given the time loops in Source Code, which is an experimental machine that reconstructs the past using dead passengers' residual collective memories, Colter is not himself on the train, as he embodies a passenger on the train, a teacher known as Sean Fentress, and his outward appearance is of Sean and not Colter. Colter's last memory is of flying a helicopter on a combat mission in Afghanistan, leading Colter to be confused when he is sent onto the train.
Another man's identity in the last 8 minutes of his life.
Colter becomes emotionally tied to a passenger on board, Christina Warren, played by Michelle Monaghan, when he wants to save her but is warned that the events are in the past and cannot be changed.
Inside the source code.
What is the source code?
It's a computer program, Captain.
Source code enables you to cross over into another.
The time loop device in this film differs from others with the concept of a parallel universe through time, but Colter still repeats the day again and again to make every second count. To gather enough information to locate the bomb aboard. The movie is thrilling, and a surprising twist leaves a great ending to the movie. Before we reveal the #1 top time loop movie, be sure to subscribe for more and hit the bell notification and give us a thumbs up. In our top time loop movie list, the #1 movie has to be The Edge of Tomorrow, starring Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. In a live, die and repeat scenario, Major William Cage is an officer who has never seen combat and is assigned on a suicide mission when Earth falls under attack from invincible aliens, as no military unit in the world is able to beat them. Cage, together with Rita Vetrisky, a special forces warrior with knowledge of alien time loops, helps train Cage to fight the organism to defeat the enemy.
Every day. Keep coming here and I'll train you.
As the reason Cage possesses the repeating day, as Cage was accidentally sprayed with the Alpha alien's blood as he was killed within minutes of his first iteration, giving him the ability to reset the day over whilst dying again and again with each battle.
you happened to me.
You hijacked them.
With lots of surprises and thrilling action sequences, it's difficult to guess what's coming in each loop, and it keeps the viewer in suspense for wanting to know what happens next. Which is your favourite time loop movie to get stuck in? If you like any of our picks, we have more top movie lists to binge on you can watch right now.